Okay. Let's see, I think we're normally at the bottom. I always forget about the camera, like what what side we're on. Or what side we should be on. Because it depends on the game, so. But I think we're officially live now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, hello, what is up, what is happening? My name is Ghost Panda Storm, the place to be as always. So glad you're doing another stream here on YouTube. And today we're playing some more Riders Republic. We've kind of been doing this each and every week. It's kind of by just random jams, really just by, you know, what do you say, by committee, pretty much. Not by committee, just by, coincidence. We just kind of do it. So, we just kind of do it. And, not to mention that, you know, you guys seem to like Riders Republic content. So definitely wanted to do more streams and things like that as well. So, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe if you so wish, where we do quite a bit of Riders Republic stuff. We do, you know, we're gonna be doing streams. We're doing, we'll post some videos in between. And among other things, we may dive into some other stuff too. You know, that might be similar. You know, Ali World is kind of, you know, the back of my mind a little bit. Skate 4 when that comes out, definitely probably try to look into that as well. Whenever that comes out, probably not until next year or something. And yeah, and then we focus on a couple other games as well. We do like Elden Ring, which is red hot right now. And we got Life is Strange. We talk about that quite a bit as well. So you get a nice little mixture. You get a nice little mixture of things here. So you get your, you know, extreme sports. You get your, you know, dark fantasy RPG experience. And you get your, you know, beautiful storytelling narrative games. So you get that all in one big bag here, pretty much. So man, we do some other stuff as well. We've been talking a little bit of Arcane as well, the TV show, and that's because for one, it's a good show, but two, it's about a video game, so that works. And three, there's a lot of Life is Strange fans who are really big on Arcane as well. And ooh, it's snowing. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. How come I don't remember the snow like this? I don't remember the snowflakes falling. I feel like I just don't remember. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I kid you not, I just can't but laugh a little bit. I said Life is Strange, and then Erica Mori, the voice actress for who played Alex in True Colors, she just tweeted out. I get the notifications, you know, on people who tweet out stuff and everything. So yeah, so I just thought it was kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, or she tweets out right away. I don't know what she's tweeting about, but yeah, but it was kind of exciting. She's like, holy bleep, you know. I think because Life is Strange True Colors actually got nominated for a BAFTA award. So which almost every time a Life is Strange game comes out, they always get nominated for those awards. So I think, you know, they got nominated for best narrative and might get Game of the Year votes too, or nominations too, I think. So yeah. So that's probably what she's talking about. Life is Strange owns the BAFTA awards. They really do. Like, they always get like a lot of like awards for the BAFTAs. The BAFTA, they love it because that's the film based award thing. But they've been doing video games as well now. So those people have like film mindsets. So they see a game with a great narrative like Life is Strange, then they're gonna think, oh my god, this is amazing, because it's like, you know, got this artistic, you know, this you know, film type of aspect to it, you know. So yeah, so I think that's why they love it so much too. Returnal too was actually like a narrative nominee, which actually kind of surprised me. Like the story in Returnal is actually good. It's actually, you know, better than people think, but you know, they don't tell you a whole lot though. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like you beat the game, you're gonna be like, you're still gonna have questions. You're like, okay, well, what's this and why is this? You know, so yeah, so you're still gonna be wondering. Definitely recommend Returnal too. Returnal's a great game. If you're into like Dark Souls, like, you know, hard games anyway. It's not none like Souls, but if you're into like difficult games and stuff like that, then definitely recommend Returnal. So it's an amazing game. Hard. It is definitely hard, but it's a lot of fun too. Just fast paced, shooting, pew pew pew. You know, it's great. So. But yeah, but like I said, we do a little bit of Arcane here and there too. I do have a little video of Jinx that I'm putting together, so just a little nod to Jinx, you know, who's a great character. So basically the main character of the show. So and League of Legends too. She's like the main character of both. So yeah. I mean, really one of the most iconic video game characters probably of all time. I mean, really. I mean, like when you think of League of Legends, that's the first person you see is Jinx. So first person you think of. So just put a little a little nod video to her. Okay, so I got that going on. So, but yeah, like I said, that's mostly because not because I like it, but and it's related to video games and all. But it's just that a lot of Life is Strange fans, they love it. A lot of Life is Strange fans are huge on Arcane right now. It's pretty amazing. I'm like, dude, there's not a lot of parallels between them. It's just, not really. There's a couple of things that are kind of like, oh, but not really like totally different. I mean, Life is Strange is like this. It's a what you want to call it? I don't know what you call it. Like it's like a drama. A teen drama. I guess you want to call it. I guess you can say. I'm trying to be careful saying teen drama because you think of teen drama, you think of like high school or something, but they're like, they're adults. But they are still teenagers though, because they are like 18 and 19. Max and Chloe are, so they're adults, but they're grown, but they are teenagers. So at the same time, still, so pretty much. So still kind of like a teen drama, like murder mystery, kind of combination of the two, teen drama, murder mystery. So in a shady town, so what I'm saying. So basically, while Arcane is like this, insane, explosive, all kinds of stuff going on kind of show. So it's pretty different. So there's a lot of like emotional aspects to that show and everything, but what I'm saying. But kind of like Life is Strange, but there's not like still. I guess it's just that people get the same feelings from it, so. Before we continue on too, I mean I've been going on for a few minutes here, and I'm gonna make sure my mic is on. Hopefully it is. It does say the broadcast. It does say you can't see me right now, but it does say broadcasting only mic audio. So it says video is paused, broadcasting only mic audio. So maybe I am on. Just want to make sure. So make especially sure here. It usually is. But I was like to make sure, because last thing you want is to be like, the last thing you want is to be testing 1 2 beautiful. Last thing you want is to be like, oh yeah, you're talking and then you're not even on, because that happened to me before. One time when I first started streaming on PlayStation and stuff, and someone actually told me that, oh yeah, you were silent. It was one of the people. I think it was Sherry. I think who was one of our I would say long-time followers, but I haven't been on this long. But she's one of our original followers and friends. And yeah, so she was kind of the one who reminded me, like, oh yeah, well, it's your mic is off. Turn my mic on. So yeah, pretty much. And that was during Life is Strange True Colors too, and I was like, oh dang it, I was like F in the chat. I was like, how long was I offline? So good thing she came on, man, because I could have went through that whole thing and being totally silent. That would have been effed up, but luckily she came on and said, oh yeah, well, your mic is off, so thank goodness for that. Thank goodness. By the way too, I didn't get a chance to say that, what we're doing here now, we're doing a Writer's Ridge stream, so we're kind of been experimenting with this. We started this last week. So we're just kind of just playing around the Writer's Ridge, chilling and chit-chatting. This is what we're doing. So it's just kind of just Writer's Ridge and chill. So I think it's just a good, relaxing thing. We just talk about things, and Writer's Ridge is chill. I mean, Writer's Republic as a whole could be pretty chill, but yeah, Writer's Ridge is a chill spot. So we just kind of just mess around, do little tricks and do certain things, and then yeah. But we will do some stuff in between too, like when a mass race comes up, we'll definitely do mass races to kind of change the pacing a little bit, so, and everything. Hopefully, I'm a little scared. I don't want it to crash like last time. Last time it crashed. I don't want that to happen again, so hopefully not, but we'll see. I'm a little hesitant actually, so what I may do instead, instead of a mass race, I may do free-for-all and see how that goes. That's probably the plan. So if I do free-for-all, so you might say, okay, let's take a little break from just playing around on the ridge and then just go on you know, do the free for all. I love free for all in this in Riders Republic. I love some free for all. Free for all. So yeah, so just to avoid the risk until they, you know for sure they got an update or something like that. I may stay away from the mass race for now, at least on stream anyway. Maybe off stream I'll probably say, you know what, let me give it a try, whatever. But it's bad when you're, because see what happens is when it crashes, man, like it's really bad. You can't even get back into it, you know what I mean? I gotta shut down, I gotta unplug the whole system just to, like, I turn the whole thing off or unplug it completely in order to, you know, ouch, in order to, you know, get it working again. Like, it's that bad. So, cause like, it'll say, oh yeah, well, we're loading it up and trying to get it fixed or whatever, and then it's like, it's not fixed, you know. It's not fixed, it's just like, you know, like it'll like do a loading, and then the loading's gonna be over at like, or it's gonna stop at like 80% or something like that, and then just stays that way. So it just freezes up. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. So yeah. So you gotta shut off the whole system. Again, come on, man, you can get in. I know that's cheating a little bit, but whatever. Yeah. I know. I may do a little challenge with this next time I go through this. I don't know. Not doing your eyes closed or nothing like that. That'd be too hard. I flop on that so bad. But I don't know, something. If we're doing these regions chill streams. But yeah, it was pretty bad, so yeah, that's why I want to take a risk. Because, I mean, it was so bad, that's why I had to shut off the stream. I had to shut it down. Because you're first thinking, okay, well, my audio is still on, I could just get back into the game and we can continue to stream. But it was so bad, I had to shut off the whole system just to get back on and working again, so it was bad. So because of that, probably no mass race today. Because that's when it happened, it was during the mass race, so because of that, I'll probably just avoid a mass race today. It may be tempting to jump in, but I don't want to take no chances on that. You know? I will say maybe if it's towards the end of the stream, maybe, let's say we got 10 minutes left in the stream, you know, and then you get a mass race opportunity. Oh, dang, you almost landed that. That would have been pretty sweet. Because of the angle and everything. Yeah, so maybe if, like 10 minutes left or something like that, then, you know, it's like, okay, there's 10 minutes left anyway. So, yeah. But not early. Definitely not early. No way. Don't want this stream to be over after like, 20 minutes. Alright, you're 20 minutes in. Good job. Now you're done. So. But yeah, so that's what we're doing here on the channel. So we're doing some writers and we're doing some editing, you know, which everybody's talking about like crazy right now. We're probably not gonna play Elden until next week though. Probably not until next week. Because I want to get in a little bit, get my feet wet a little bit, kind of understand certain things a little bit. And then, you know, and then we'll get into it, you know, so. And besides, it might be better for us anyway, to be honest. It might be better. It might be better for us because we're not going to be battling out with everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. we respect everybody else, but, you know, it's probably pretty saturated right now, pretty crowded, so. It's gonna be next week too, but you know, but might be a little slowed down because a lot of people already beat the game. A lot of people beat the game and they plan them in and everything else, which is absolutely insane to me. That's absolutely ridiculous to me. Like, dude, I'm like, take your time, man. Slow down, enjoy the game. You know, I like to take it kind of slowish. You know, not super slow. You know, I mean, I do like to progress. I do, but you know, yeah, but. You know, but slow down a little bit. It's like, man, that's just crazy. Some people the game just came out, and people are like, they now beat the game. Some people say they platinumed it. I'm like, what? Yeah. But for some, it's their job too. So for some, it's their job to kind of like, you know, play a game really well and get through it fast. They get the platinum and you know, that type of stuff. It's kind of like their yeah, like their job kind of. So you know, so like I said, that's a little different. Like if you're like a creator, you know, or something like that, or whatnot. then they're like, you know, and if your thing is, or if part of your thing is being good at games or something, then I can understand that, you know. For shizzle. For me, I'm gonna take it a little slowish. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. Not too slow though, like I said. But it's gonna be a big world. Like, you have a lot to explore. So it's gonna be crazy. And I still gotta get List remastered too. I'm gonna be really late on that one. I'm gonna miss out on the bugs too. Oh, oh, boring. Where's the bugs? Where's the T poses and the creepy lady putting her face in front of the camera? Oh, come on, son. The one with the lady putting her face in front of the camera, that's one of the like greatest, that's one of the greatest bugs I've ever seen in a video game ever. That was outstanding. That was incredible. Because like how do you that's amazing, dude. Like you know, man, how it just is, like how that was. It was like amazing. If y'all know what I'm talking about, just, you know, look up Life is Strange Remastered bugs. Look it up on YouTube or on Twitter or something like that. It's like it's amazing, man. Like, it's just unbelievable, incredible. Just the timing of it, and just you know, where the camera angle was, and then, you know, the fact that she just like slang her face like right in front of the camera like that. That is like that is truly like one of the ultimate, one of the all-time great bugs. It really is. And it startles the crap out of you. It's creepy. It's legitimately scary, you know. She looks scary, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even see her eyes. It's like you look at her eyes are dark. It's like, it's legitimately creepy, dude. It's a creepy glitch, creepy bug. So, but it's like so great though, because of this, like I said, the angle, the timing, everything's just perfect on that. Absolutely perfect. It's amazing. So, it truly is outstanding. So, like, it may not be talked about as much, you know, later on, but man, like, it should be on like an all-time video game bugs list. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, should be on the all-time, you know, all-time favorite bugs. Which bug character is your favorite? No, not bug characters, but that's just the ultimate. That is outstanding, dude. That is so good and creepy. It's perfect. Like I said, legitimately creepy too. Actually, legitimately creepy. So. But yeah, because some of the other bugs was like T-pose, you know, Max with T-pose, and which I'm like, sometimes I didn't realize how good or how long her wingspan was. I'm like, oh, her wingspan's decent. Dang, girl, she got like a pretty decent wingspan. I'm like, yo, gotta put her on the basketball court. Yeah. You don't think about that, then you see the T-pose, you're like, dang, wait a minute, she was in me, or her arms longer than I thought they were. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you got that bug there with the wingspan, you know, with the T-pose. Then you got the other one where the skin of the characters are like lit up. And we're talking about Life is Strange Remastered. The one with their skin are kind of like lit up like in a reddish or like a light red or whatever. And then you got the one with the creepy lady, kind of the lady putting her face in front of the camera. So, which, like I said, that's an all-time great bug. That right there is like one of the best video game bugs of all time. So, but unfortunately, by the time we play it though, by the time we get to Life is Strange Remastered, those bugs are gonna be probably patched up if they aren't patched up already. Sadly, sadly. And for anybody tuning in right now, I really appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're doing well on this Thursday evening, as we're just shooting the breeze and riding around on the Riders Ridge and chill. So let's just go. Actually, I'm kind of curious though. What's the just curious, what's the Shag Daddy challenges? What's the reward? Pinky jacket. Purple ashes. I don't know what the ratings on that is. The challenges to complete 3 mass races, complete curiosity stunt, and listen, get 30 first place finishes, bigger boss events, on expert difficulty. Jeez, complete 5 bike or snow events without breaking. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna get to it or not. Let's see here. Well, we got 5 days, so maybe sometime I'll try to get to that. Maybe. You know, I don't know what the bike ratings are. Or the ratings for that bike though. They should kind of tell you. So you know what you're getting. It's like, okay, oh, this is really good. Oh, looks kind of cool, I guess. Looks pretty neato. But yeah, that Life is Strange remastered bug with the woman looking right in the camera, that's gonna be, that should be in the bug hall of fame. It really should. Video game bug hall of fame. It might book. Right where it belongs. Ooh. Never thought I would go enjoy the crap out of a snowmobile as much as I am right now. Like this one's really cool. It looks great. It looks great. You know, the tricks are great. It's a really good piece of gear. So, at first I'm like, oh, snowmobiles. I'm like, that's okay, but nothing to write home about. But these are dope. This is dope. Like the tricks are great. So. Ouch. You just can't really do a lot of spins or anything. You can't spin as fast because the spin on it is you know, the rotation on it is not fast. So, which is realistic. Because it's a big old heavy snowmobile. So that makes a lot of sense. And so I like that. I like that because it's authentic. It's authentic. It's realistic, and yeah. So I appreciate that. Whee! Ooh! Ow! Yikes! Oh! Wow! 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 Hey! Oh. Too bad you can't like steer back at the place. You can't really. When you know, once it's made up its mind, it's made up its mind pretty much. Again, realistic. I love the realism, because one thing that people were saying was, oh no mass race. no, I don't want to do a mass race right now, because last couple times we did a mass race, we had the game crash, so I'm not doing that yet. We may do one like towards the end, maybe, if there's one going on, but yeah, I'm not gonna do one right now. It's too early. We will probably do a free for all though, which we'll probably do pretty soon here. Do a free for all. But yeah, because one thing people were saying about Riders Republic 2 was like, is it what's the realism like with the game? And yeah, I think it's pretty authentic myself. So compared to, is it realistic? Is it gonna feel, you know what I mean? The tricks gonna be realistic, you know what I'm saying? The movements of the gear stuff. Now there's some unrealistic things like the rocket skis and stuff like that, but you know, and stuff like that. But and then they got the rocket bike too, you know, stuff like that is unrealistic, but you know. Other than that, it's pretty realistic, though. You know, cause people wonder, like, is this like a simulation? Because, you know, a lot of extreme sports games are arcade. You know, I mean, Tony Hawk is pretty arcade-ish, and you know, even Skate 4 to a degree can be kind of, you know. Now, Skate 4 is a little bit more like a sim. You know, I think it's a little bit more like a skateboarding sim. That's where like Tony Hawk is more arcade-ish. You know, so yeah. I don't know Tony Hawk. Like, Tony Hawk is like a mixture. It's like a mixture of like real, because like, you know, some of those tricks are realistic, but then there's a lot of, you know, wild things in there too. Like some things you can do, and there's like, you know, absurd too. So it's like a mixture. You know, Tony Hawk's a lot like how the Tiger Woods games were, the Tiger Woods golf games. Like it was a mixture of like authentic golf, but a mixture of authentic golf with you know, arcade golf. It was pretty much like the same. So, ooh, look at the view. I always love it when it's like sunset like this. That's great. It's so lovely. And I still gotta get that hoodie too. I still gotta cop that. Maybe I'll cop it today sometime. Because you got a lot of time for it too. You got a lot of time to get it still. God, I could just sit here and look at this all day. Right there, right, Gary? Your name is Gary. It's Gary, yeah. Or is it Gary? Yeah, would that be Gary or Gary? When I see two R's like that, I'm thinking Gary, but it might be Gary. Still might be Gary, but with 2 R's. But I don't know. I'm thinking Gary. Actually, might be Gary. No cap, too. I was saying, God, I can't get over this. This game is so beautiful, dude. I just can't get over it. It takes your breath away. It's a video game. It takes your breath away. Video games ain't supposed to be doing this, man. So, Riders Republic is one of the most underrated like beauty games on new gen. It is. Because, you know, Riders was kind of hot when it first came out, and then after that, people just kind of like said, oh, they just kind of forgot about it. So, people forgot about Riders after like a couple weeks, except for us. Except for us and a couple other people. But, yeah. Shout out to Jimmy Crook, another YouTuber, and he does all he does is Riders. So, but yeah, but people like you know, me, him, and a few others, like we ain't forgot. But yeah, but a lot of people just kind of just moved on from it. But God, you can't forget like this, or you can't help but appreciate how just beautiful this game is, though. Like so, because it's not gonna be talked about like, oh yeah, it's one of the most beautiful games on the new generation consoles. It's not, but it is. It is. Even after some of these games that came out, you know, I mean, it's still one of the prettiest games on next gen. So, it really is. Is it gonna be like Horizon Forbidden West or something like that? Probably not. You know, I haven't played Horizon Forbidden West, but from what I've seen, it just looks great, and I'm gonna get it for sure. But yeah. So, but yeah, yeah. But it's definitely a pretty game. Just the lighting, certain things, it's just really, really pretty. Just really gorgeous game. Even after you've been everywhere and seen everything in the game or whatever, and been to all the areas, it's still just beautiful. And you got the ridge. You got the Riders Ridge in the perfect spot too. You got like right in like the prettiest spot in the whole game. You know, it's the prettiest like location. Cause the Sequoia National Forest, like that's to me this is the prettiest forest in the game. It's the prettiest national park in the game, without a doubt for me. Without a doubt, hands down, hands down. The tall trees, the green grass, the rivers, you know. From the river to the sea, the flowers and everything about it just takes your breath away. It's gorgeous. The nighttime and everything, yeah, it's just a beautiful game, dude. So, and like I said a couple times before, you know, the devs, you know, put a lot of, you know, love into the nature side of the game. So they wanted to make this like a labor of love for the outdoors, you know, and nature. So yeah. As much as it is an extreme sports game, they wanted to kind of like make it like a labor of love for nature. So I also really like what's it? I think Mammoth City. I think I really like that too. You know, it's like the snowy cabin city, that cabin park. I really like that area too. That's a great area. That's another one. Oof. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. But yeah, I kid you not though. I know I was trying to say something, I forgot what it was, but yeah. So I was looking at the back of the jersey. It said Gary, and we were talking about if it was Gary or Gary. So, and to me, I'm seeing it like, okay, there's 2 R's, so it's probably Garvey, not Gary. So, but I'll say, I kid you not, there was a project we did in school. It was like in high school and stuff, and it wasn't really a project. It was kind of for fun. It was kind of like, okay, you guess who, you write some stuff down like interest or whatever, and people in the class guess who's who, you know, based off of their interest. And so, you know, one of the things I was asking, I think one of the questions was on the paper was like, who's your favorite musician? And at the time, you know, I was listening to a lot of Nas, so not Lil Nas X, Nas, the original Nas. Lil Nas X wasn't even around at the time. He was probably like a little kid at the time when I was in high school. But Nas, and I knew the teacher wasn't gonna know who he was, so I wrote it down as N-O-Z, no E at the end or nothing like that. I just said N-O-Z. I was like, okay, that's how you pronounce it. It's Nas, because it looks like Nas. It looks like Nas or Nays. It looks like Nays or Nas. So you know what I'm saying. So that's what it looks like, right? So And you know, I was like, well, let me go and dumb it down a little bit because I know she probably wasn't gonna know who it was because you know she wasn't into hip hop, so and stuff. And she said nose. She like nose, and I'm like, no, it's not nose. I was like, oh, dude. I was like, I threw a softball to you. I mean, she was real cool though, but yeah, but I was kind of like, oh man, I threw a softball to you, bro. You know, I spelled it like that for a reason. So, and I put it in parentheses too. Actually, I don't think I just spelled it Nas like that, N-O-Z. I think I put it in parentheses, like how do you pronounce it? And I was like, okay, I said Nas. I said Nas. I typed it, you know, I wrote it as just Nas, like how it's supposed to be spelled. Then I put in parentheses N-O-Z. So, and still, it was like nose. And I'm like thinking, wait a minute. If it was nose, wouldn't the E be at the end? You know what I'm saying? I didn't say that, but I'm thinking, wait a minute. And this is like an English teacher too, so like I said, she was great. She was great, and she knew her stuff and everything. She was awesome, but yeah, but that was kind of funny though. I was like, yo, I was like, I'm thinking, shouldn't there be an E at the end if it was nose, you know? And still said nose. And I was like, oh come on, man. That was funny though. That was funny, like nose. Yeah, great rapper. I love Nose. Nose is great. That's my favorite rapper ever. I love some Nose, man. Nose. Here's your boy Nose, and the place to be. Someone should call himself Nose. Someone should be like, yeah, screw it. Dude, there's a girl rapper. I think her name is No Name. So if there's someone named No Name, you could be Nose, and someone could be, you know, Butt, and someone could be Finger, and you know what I mean? And someone could be whatever. So. I kid you not though, so I think there's a girl named No Name. I'm like, oh my god, seriously. And that was my idea, actually. That was my idea. Like I thought about that name before I think she even existed, so yeah. Pretty much. So because my cousin raps, so, and was kind of joking with new names. And I was like, hey, someone should call you No Name or something like that, right? Then, but his rap name is like his rap name is Prince Murphy, but yeah. But yeah, I was joking, hey, No Name. And then it's like, all of a sudden here comes somebody coming out and their name is No Name. I'm like, what? And they're from Chicago too, and we're from Chicago. I'm like, what? Come on, bro. That ain't cool, bro. Let's get into a fast and torturous. Let's get into a free brawl. The fast and the torturous. Oh yeah. Yep, funny though. Funny fun times. Oh yeah, before I forget too, look what I got in front of me. And I know I said we're gonna play next week too, but we got Elden Ring. Yes, in the flesh. Look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. Yes, Elden Ring. You will rise tarnished. Rise above the ashes. Back in the box. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Mwah. Looking forward to that. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So we're racing, folks. We're racing, boys. Let's go racing, boys. God, lady, look at the sun. So beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous. God. Rise, tarnished. Rise on your bike. Let's go. It's funny, like everybody's on the Elden Ring, and I'm like, let's go, bike racing, baby, yeah. We will get out Elden next week, though. But right now, loving some riders, so gotta get in some riders action. Hey, man, would y'all stop bumping me, man? That'd be great. You know, now that I think about it, could I use my dominatrix? Ow. Wait, what's that bike called again? Was it Dominator or Dominatrix? Cause that bike's actually like a little faster. Jesus. I like how the girl on the radio was like, "Oh, yeah, you're listening to smooth jams. You listen to the radio," and it's like, "Yeah, there's no music playing." Yeah. Copyright. You do actually got a few bangers on this in this game. Dang, man, that sucked. No fall. Yeah, I feel it right. Another 318. Dang, man, how long was that? That was. Is it more than one, or is it my total? It looks like it's total. Well, wait a minute. What? I mean, I guess we'll see. I think that's total, right? So, but why is it? I mean, it says finish under 318. That was well under 318. Guess we'll see, huh? But I think it's total though. If it was more than one, it was said. So it's a free for all. Free for alls are typically one thing. They're typically a one shot thing. Hey, you know, I guess that wasn't horrible, but you're in the middle of the pack. I guess that was blah. Yeah, you're in the middle of the pack. You're like 7. Well, you know what? You know, like I said to you guys, Elden Ring. Mwah. It's finally here. It's finally here. It's ready for the eyes. It's so pretty. It's so shiny. 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 2 years in the making, baby. Well, like, wasn't been 2 years since they announced it. And I was like, yes. yes. Must get. Live your life a quarter mile at a time. This fast pace, please. Oh, yeah. Let's give it another shot, shall we? By the way, too, with the Elden Ring, there was also... where is it? Oh, God. I don't know if I can reach it. Can I reach it if I go this way, maybe? Come on, baby. Come to me. Yes. So I got the game from GameStop, and they gave me this little tiny, Elden Ring bag. Well, it's not like a little, I mean, it's a little pouch, but it's got like but it's got a replica of the steed whistle. So, cause you get a horse in Elden Ring that you can freely just kind of roam around. You can call them anytime and ride around. And so it's a replica of the whistle, which is like a little ring here. Looks like an Elden Ring, doesn't it? Let's see. Take it out. So yeah, this is it. So it looks like a looks like a ring. Looks like a ring pretty much. Put a ring on it. So, but it's like a whistle. So it's like a replica of the steed whistle. So pretty neat little thing. I know it's tiny, but it's still pretty neat though. It's a nice little consolation for not getting the collector's edition. So yeah, pretty much. So, but I still will probably hunt down some of that collector's edition stuff though, like separately. But like I didn't get the collector's edition, but darn it, I'm gonna probably hunt down some of that stuff. Gosh darn it, darn tooth, I'm gonna go hunt down something. You know, Steelbook, or even in a Steelbook or a art book, or they had the replica sword too. Get the replica sword. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the statue. The statue probably costs a fortune. Yeah, there's a statue there too. That thing probably costs $1 million. So, you know, probably pass for now, my friend. I'm sorry. For now, I'll pass. That's the first time I think I've ever got an invitation. Yes, indeed. Some people, I think some people have actually been getting the standard edition and the collector's edition. So, like, that's a possibility too. If you wanted to, you could probably still, like, get the collector's edition separately, like, when they have more in stock. Like, I'm sure they're not always going to be sold out forever. So, that's another possibility too. You'll probably just say, you know what, maybe I'll go and just buy the whole thing. You know, I mean, even though you got the standard edition, just buy the whole thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Instead of spending extra money on, like, 1 or 2 things, you know. Let's see here. Give it a shot. The Dominator. I know it's a little harder to control this, but the speed is nice. Oh yeah, so long, suckers, I'm out of here. Beautiful game. The fog or whatever. God. The rain and the fog. Oh my god, this thing's so. This game's been out for months, and look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. I love like beautiful like scenery in video games. I love it. Absolutely adore it. That's a top thing for me. Like that's an important thing for me, man. For a video game, give me something with some good scenery. Like you don't have to have it, but if you do, oh god, like this is incredible. Look at this, the lighting, sweet Jesus. This is amazing, dude. I've been playing this game for like months now, and it's still amazing. This is unbelievable. Look at this. Good lord. Just unbelievable. Am I the only one using the Dominator, by the way? And this is a pretty cool race too. You got like you got to watch out for the back of the cars. They got their tail lights on and stuff. That's pretty fun. That's pretty neat. Alright, 4th place, baby. You can do this. Not saying you're gonna win. I doubt you're gonna win, but hey, man, if you can finish better than what you did in the last race, that'd be good. Oh, you almost hit that. Oh my god, you almost hit that giant stump. Come on, man, 3rd place. Let's go. I feel like you're just never gonna catch up to 3rd place. I mean, like, he's just cruising. No matter how much speed no matter how fast I go, they're always just like a step ahead. You need them to crash or something. They said nothing's taking away their 3rd place. Cause dude, we are like the same length. Like I haven't picked up any steam on him. We're like it's like literally like the same, like nothing. Like I didn't pick up nothing on him. It's like it's amazing. You think I've gotten a little closer to him, but I haven't. That's insanity, dude. This is crazy. You think I would have picked up a little something on him? This is absurd. This is crazy, dude. Look at this. This is insanity. I'm not even getting any closer to him at all. Wow. Unbelievable, dude. I could have gotten it 3rd. I was behind him the same length. Every time, nice on the top of the police car. Raid! Oh my god. You've gotta be kidding me, dude. That's just insanity. What the f... And dude, I got a higher rated bike than he does too. I don't know. That's crazy, dude. Wow. Ugh. That's crazy talk, bro. I didn't pick up anything on him. You think I would got a little closer and it fell back? No, it's like the same every single time. That's just. Oh my god. Sweet bejeebus, man. Like what the foo. Yeah, that should be me in the top 3. Me oh my. Oh, me oh my. That was mine. Sorry guys, I'm just checking the old Twitter ribs. They all Twitter webs. Brains. Okay. Let's see here. We'll do one more, then we'll get back to our chill. We'll get back to our chill. Oh man, but the rain setting and everything, that was great. That's lovely. It's so lovely and bubbly. Let's see here. Rocket skis. We're going to jumbo bike too. I haven't used the jumbo bike in a minute. And that thing was red hot for when it first came out. Everybody's like, bike. And that's like probably the best bike in the game too. Jumbo bike. That's probably the best. Because like it is. Wow. What the. Jesus, man. Wow. Ouch. You good, fam? Sweet Jesus. Oh my god. But that's the best bike in the game, jumbo bike, is because it's got a combination of tricks and it's fast. You know, it's fast like a race bike, but it does, you know, amazing tricks like a trick bike. You know, so it checks a lot of boxes. You know, a lot of video game boxes. Elden Ring. I'm gonna keep doing this throughout the stream. I'm gonna be like Elden Ring, even though I don't know what's in here. There's something moving around in here. Is that the disc doing that? I hope the disc ain't loose in here. That'd be kind of messed up. Okay, after the chat, let's give it another shot. Cause these are races, right? So, oh yeah, one of my favorite spots. I love Mammoth City. Get ready to race. Vroom, vroom. It's kind of nice that they are doing races too, cause usually free for all is like tricks only. So, and don't get me wrong, I love tricks. I mean that's my main thing here in Riders. Like I love tricks. I'm tricks over races, you know. But it is kind of a nice change of pace to have some races though. But I am definitely tricks. If someone said, "Are you a trick guy or you're a race guy?" I'm a tricks guy, without a doubt. I'm most definitely a trick guy. Show me the tricks. But the races are fun though. The races are fun. You know how races are always pretty fun. You know, they're exhilarating and everything. Just whooshing through tracks is always fun. Let's see, this way. This way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, you're still in 7th place, come on, son. I think you're actually in 6th place, and then you drop back down to 7th place after you know, had that little bump. Bump, bump, bump. There you go, bump, bump. Holy crap, dude. Another thing, but that song is old as crap now. Bump, bump, bump. That was like, I think it was B2K. B2K. Not in B2K, but B2K. Not, no lie, that was one of the first albums I ever had was a B2K album, believe it or not. I don't know what they were. They were like pop rap. Jeez, they played suck. That was like they were like pop rap. I don't know what they were. Like I don't even call them a rap group. They were like R&B and rap, you know. Or maybe R&B rap, like a mixture. Like they were singing, but they were rapping a little bit too, and yeah. But they had the look of a pop group. They were like a pop group kind of, but they were like yeah. So, and that's Omarion, I think. So I think you guys might know who Omarion is, but he was like the leader of that. So, yeah. But yeah, that was one of my first albums. I think because I guess people wanted me to try different things. Fam probably said, "Oh, let's see what kind of music he's into." Cause I was a young kid. Oh yeah, you only live once, baby. Wait, what's that? Oh, I just missed it. I was like, what's that? It's like you crashed 100,000 times. Congratulations. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was B2K, I think though. Yeah. Bum bum bum. Baby go bum bum. Sounds like a young kid. Oh, I gotta check that out. Collection. We got rewards. But yeah, I was a pretty young kid. It's like yeah, B2K and yeah. I had a few albums. It was B2K. Or something. That was one of my first. Then I had a Good Charlotte. That was a rock band. Good Charlotte. So that was a band that was the first albums I had. And then I had Joe Budden as well. So Joe Budden was like actually like my that was my first. That might be my first album, like, period. Well, it was actually kind of a combination. I think I had Joe Budden and Good Charlotte at the same time. So they were both, like, my first, like, true albums. I had listened to some things here and there, but that was my first, album. So, I had a cassette phase for a little bit as a little kid, and I would listen to a cassette sometimes. I had, like, a little... I had like a little, there's like a little Barney, there was like a little Barney cassette player I had, and, and I even listened to a couple of no Mass Race, no, bad Mass Race, naughty Mass Race, no, made us crash last time, big time crash, like it really effed us up last time, so like I said, I'll do a Mass Race towards the end or something. I know a lot of people are gonna try to head over there, but shoot, I'm like, ow. But yeah, man, I knew not taking that chance. I'll wait till, like I said, towards the end of the stream if it comes up. But yeah, I listen to like I think my mom had a cassette, and I would sometimes listen to that cassette sometimes. But yeah, then I had then they said, all right, give you some CDs, and so I got some CDs, and yeah, so it was Good Charlotte. I had B2K, and I had Joe Budden. Those are probably my first three. Albums, that I had. So, as a pretty young kid, so, I don't know. So yeah, but yeah, first rap album, though, was Joe Budden, of all people, so, who's now this big, huge podcaster now. Some people probably forget he even rapped. They probably say, oh, the podcaster guy? The podcaster guy who talks crazy? Like, yeah, he was a rapper. And not bad, too, not bad. He just was kind of a one-hit wonder, but he was not bad, he had some songs. Pump It Up was his big song. That was his by far his biggest hit. That's like one of those like classics. Pump it up. That for sure was his. But he had a couple of. I mean, like that album was decent. There's a few songs that I liked on there. So that album was like decent. So. It was named after himself. The album was just called Joe Budden, so it's kind of funny too. But people do that though. They do that. Like if it's their first album, they'll just say, "Call it Joe Budden," or "Oh, call it this." Yeah. Then Outkast wasn't their first album just Outkast? Or I could be wrong. I forgot. But yeah, Outkast's album, their first album, I think it was 1994. I think when theirs dropped. So. I forgot what it was called. If it was just Outkast, if it was called something else. 1994, by the way, that's crazy. Sometimes you forget how old they are. It was 94, right? When they dropped, yeah. Yeah, it was like 94. Same year that Nas put out Illmatic too. That's insane. So you had Outkast drop that year, and you had Illmatic with Nas. You know, one of the like greatest, you know, music albums of all time, and arguably the greatest hip hop album of all time. So yeah, our buddy knows. Good buddy knows. Yeah. Even now, I mean, recently I was listening to some songs, and like, man, I'm like, this album still slaps, dude. This album was like freaking like, you know, was it like 30 years old almost now? This thing still slaps. You know, it's like, my God, it's just insane he did that. You know, his first album, he did that. That's just insane. Now, I will say, typically debut albums tend to do better than later albums. They almost always do. Almost always do. So the initial ones are always gonna do better. So yeah, but still, he took that to a whole nother level though. Like that was like next level. Like there was like no bad song on that album. That album is like perfection. That was like a great, just as a perfect album. That's one of the, no, not saying it is the greatest hip hop album, but man, it's darn close. It's top 3. It's that good. It's just perfect. You know, that good. So yeah. Now I will say sometimes there are people that do better later on. So you know, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like Lil Wayne, his first album wasn't really like that great or whatever. Like people, you know, it's you know kind of a, you know, you kind of look at it as like a cult classic kind of, cause like, oh, this is his first album. It's 98. I think we put that out 1998. So you know, it was kind of like, you know, the end of the old school, mediocre school era. So you know, I mean, it's kind of towards the tail end of that. So you know, it's kind of a you could almost look at like a landmark album in that way. So and it's kind of a reminder of where Lil Wayne came from. Like, you know, I mean, he was, you know, people know him in the 2000s, but he was a 90s rapper. He was kind of a 90s kid, you know. So you know, so it's kind of a reminder a little bit. So then I think in the same year, I think he released that in like 98 or 99, and in the same year you had Mos Def with Black on Both Sides, and that came out that same year. So which is insane too, because that's another banger. That's another one of those albums that has no like bad songs. Like every song on there is just really good. Like that's a classic. Black on Both Sides is really, really good. And it's got variety. Like the variety of it is excellent. Like, you know what I mean? Like the songs, they all sound like different. Like, you know, I mean, it's not like there's no like same tone it's following or whatever. It's just everything. It is like different, but it works. You know. Cause you think, oh, it's too much of a mixture, but no, that's perfect. How he did that was really, really good. So, but there's almost no bad song on that album. Every song on there is just really, really good. So, hey, my eyes. So, what was another one that had like who didn't have a great debut? But later on did really well. I mean, T.I.'s another one. T.I.'s another one for sure. You know, I mean, his first album didn't do good at all, really. It was the album called Are You Serious or something like that. You serious, bro? Are you serious? Why so serious? You know. Oh god. Yeah, so that album not do too good, but he came back though. He came back. He picked it up later on. Yep, he definitely came back. That's for sure. Cause he had his next album, I think, what was it? God, I forgot what the other album was. Excuse me, pardon me. But the second album, I think, had Rubber Band Man, and you know, I think it had Bring 'Em Out too. I think on that album, and that's where you're like, okay, now he's getting a little better. So, not amazing, but he got better and stuff. Then he put on like King. He put out T.I. King, and that was it. Then you're like, okay, this is like one of the best albums ever. So. And King is an amazing album. that is an amazing album. That is a like that's a South Side classic right there. That is a banger. That album just slaps all the way through. So, cause God, you had even the intro. The intro was amazing. The intro song was amazing. You had What You Know About That. You had Why You Wanna on there. You had Top Back on there. I mean, God, you had a lot of bangers on that album. The Good Life, that's another banger on there. I mean, it wasn't like I don't know if they really played on the radio or not, but that was one of my favorite songs on the album, The Good Life. So that was a great song. I mean, you had a lot of amazing songs on that album. Like King was like that was his true coming out party, I think. You know, that's when they said, okay, this guy is for real. He's like for real, for real. They ended up having a good, nice little run. He had like a good 2-3 year run. He had that and Tip versus T.I., which is a good album, I think, too. And you know, he had a couple that were pretty solid. And yeah, so you know, so his reign wasn't long, but he had like a good, like, you know, 3 albums in a row. They're like, okay, these are really good. These are really solid. So, but King is his like what they call it, magnum opus or whatever. That's like his holy grail. That's the one. That's the one. That's probably one of the better. That's probably one of the all-time great, you know, hip hop albums. Not like top 10 or top 20 or nothing like that, but you know, I mean, it's kind of in that, you know, think of it like a football team. You know, I mean, you know, a football team's got like a team photo. Like it's probably in that team photo. Like it's that great of an album. So yeah. But it's been a lot of great hip hop albums though. So yeah, yeah. No. Like I was thinking about like Raekwon with Only Built for Cuban Links. That's a great one too. There's another one where there's almost like no bad song on there. Like all the songs are really good. So. Like I heard some of the stuff before, but you know, I took the time to kind of like really dive into it. And you're like, man, so you know, really how good that album is. You're like, this album is amazing. This is a really good album. Yeah. So. And that was a debut album. That was another debut. That was Raekwon's solo debut, so. That is probably that's probably the best Wu-Tang, like, you know, from whether it's the group or individual solos or whatever, like that's probably the best Wu-Tang album. Is Only Built for Cuban Links. That's probably the best one. Either that or the debut Wu-Tang album. Was it 36 Chambers or whatever? That's certainly that's certainly a classic. So either that or Only Built for Cuban Links. But I don't know. I mean, Only Built for Cuban Links was pretty darn good. Like that might be like the best, you know, solo or group wise. No, I don't know if Raekwon's the best rapper of the group. You know. You know what I mean? Ghostface Killah's probably the best lyricist of the group, but Raekwon's probably number 2. Probably number 2 or number 3. Yeah. So, he killed that album, though. He went crazy on that album, so. But most people, I say Ghostface Killah for sure is the best, like, you know, he's the best rapper, you know, like, lyricist-wise and everything else, so. Method Man's probably the most popular, probably the most well-known, you know, especially stuff he did with Redman and everything, but yeah. But I mean, Ghostface Killah's probably the best, you know, lyricist and of Wu-Tang. So, you know, probably the best overall rapper. And Method Man's good too, but you know, he's great. But yeah, but you know, Ghostface Killah, man, sometimes you hear his stuff, you're like, good lord, that dude is something else. Amazing. And a great storyteller too. He's just great. So, but Raekwon's good too, though. Raekwon's very good. He's very good. So. And you just gotta listen to that album. Just Only Built for Cuban Links. You're like, yeah, yeah, that dude's a beast. So, yep. So that's another one there. So, matter of fact, I think that album got like perfect scores across the board or something like that. Only Built for Cuban Links. It's got like 5 out of 5 and 5 stars, 5 stars. Like it was like nothing but like perfect scores, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. It's a recognizable cover too. Like you see it, like, you know, even if you never really heard the album, like you'll see you'll recognize the cover. You'll be like, okay, I've seen this cover somewhere, you know. with Raekwon in the front and Ghostface Killer in the back, you know what I mean, behind him, you know, pointing the finger guns and stuff, you know what I mean. That's a classic album cover, so it's recognizable. You're like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. So yeah. So now the cover art matters. Sometimes that stuff does matter because it just stands out. It's like, oh yeah, I remember this art. Like with Illmatic, I mean, you can't forget the Illmatic cover. And you're like, okay, this is, you know, the silhouette of Nas as a kid with New York in the background like that. You know, the New York Queens projects in the background, like that's classic. So you know, certain things. Sometimes the album covers can, you know, be as memorable as the music sometimes. But man, it's a hard thing. There's so many good albums. I'm a really big fan of Lil Brother. Like Lil Brother is probably my favorite like hip hop group ever. You know, if they're not my favorite group, they're probably like, you know, top 2, something like that, top 3 at the worst. So, and they are not as popular. You know, I mean, of course, in hip hop circles, they're highly regarded, but you know, there's a lot of people that never heard of them. So yeah, they're popular but not popular. You know what I'm saying? They're popular but not popular. No. So I mean, they had one of the best Southern rappers of all time in that group. You had Fonte. Fonte's one of the best Southern rappers. You know, one of the best Southern rappers. You know, of all time. Because they're from North Carolina, so North Carolina. So. And that was, you had Fonte, Big Pooh, rapper Big Pooh, and you had Knife Wonder, who was their, like, producer. But now Knife Wonder is, like, this, you know, he's produced for a lot of other people, because he was such a great producer, and so he's produced for a lot of people over the years. Now he's, like, a teacher, you know. He still puts out stuff, he still, like, puts out beats, and I guess he still produces, you know, from time to time, but he's like, teaching now. I think he said it was a dream of his. I think he said he wanted to teach, you know, so... That's cool. That's really cool that he's kind of like living his dream. So teaching at, you know, Duke, like at Duke, and I think was North Carolina A&T, I believe. So I mean, he's teaching at like big universities, man. He's not teaching at like, you know, whatever. And even no matter what you're teaching, I mean, it's still a great occupation, still a great thing. Like, wow, you're a teacher. So, but yeah, he's teaching at the big schools, you know. So he's that, you know, smart and that respected and regarded, you know. So yeah, easily one of my like top 3 producers of all time, hip-hop producers. He's just incredible. That music is just like it is harmonious. Like his beats are just absolutely just incredible, you know, and absolutely amazing. So like you'll be floating, you're floating, listen to his stuff, man. You'll be like floating, like, oh my god. Like, oh, yeah. They're just so beautiful. They're smooth. They're just soulful. They're just great. You know, they're absolutely amazing. But yeah, you know, another thing, because Lil Brother had a couple of really good albums. She had the Listening, which was their debut album in like 2003, 2004, I think it was. And that's a great album too. Then they had the getting Twitter notifications. Then they had the whatchamacallit, they had the Minstrel Show, which was another great album. So I don't know, man. That's kind of hard. I mean, Minstrel Show is probably my favorite Lil Brother album, you know, on there. So and that's probably one of my favorite albums of all time. So that's a great one. So you know, that might be their best. That might be. I tell you what, the last one they had, even the last one they had was really good. Like, May the Lord watch over, May the Lord watch over thee, and stuff like that. That was like a comeback album, because they were like separated and then they came back together, and that album was really good. Even without Knife Wonder, because Knife Wonder he wasn't producing that album, but it was still a great album. I was like, wow, this is really good. This is a great album, dude. So, totally, dude. So. But yeah, man, probably the Listening or Minstrel Show. Those are probably my like you know, one of those two is up there for me. You know, from Lil Brother. So yeah, they're definitely up there for me, for sure. To be honest, I have no freaking idea how I came across them either. I have no idea. I don't know what it is. Because sometimes you know, you're like, oh yeah, I found out about them from this and that and everything else. But I have no freaking clue. I have no clue. I might have heard a Knife Wonder beat. I might have heard a Knife Wonder beat or something, and then it says from Little Brother that I probably started listening to them because I knew about Knife Wonder before I actually found out about Little Brother. So, believe it or not, so because he was so, you know, popular and he was producing for other people and all that stuff. So, and I think it's because I was listening to some of his stuff, and then, you know, then they're saying, oh, this is a Little Brother beat or whatever. So I think that's how I started listening to Little Brother. Now they're, you know, one of my favorite, you know, groups, you know, hip hop groups ever. So, yeah. Little Brother. I think I gotta look at the albums again. I'm like the discography. Yeah, I gotta look into that because, you know, you make it reminded like, oh yeah, there was this album. But yeah, the listening to Minstrel Show though, I think for sure are like that's their top two. That's their top two in, you know, in any order. That's like that's their two. It's amazing too because there was actually a song on The Listening, which is their first album, called Speed, and that was like their first, like, you know, single really. That was like their first, you know, song, like, you know, ever, you know. And yeah, you could say, oh yeah, okay, well, it was part of the album, but they made that song, I think they said they made that song like well before they put out that whole album. So, and it was supposed to have somebody else on that song too, and then they just ended up, I think, getting I think Big Pooh, rapper Big Pooh, on there, and so instead of the other person, I forgot who the other person was, and then they put it together, and yeah, they put it together and ended up working out. And so they ended up forming Little Brother after that. But yeah, then they put together the rest of the album, The Listening. They put that whole, you know, the rest of it together after, you know, a while. But Speed was like a separate kind of a standalone thing, and they just put together. So it's really cool, kind of like looking at that. It's kind of cool looking back at that. You listen to that song, it's really neat because it's like wow, this is it. This is the first, you know, this is what started it all, you know. And that's what they talk about a lot too. Is like, yeah, this is what started it all. So it's really cool going back and listening to that song because of the historical, you know, nature of it. It's like, oh wow, this is the beginning of what they became. So, you know, and it wasn't like, oh yeah, it was like, oh yeah, well, we just had it set up in place, and it was gonna be part of a, you know, we had all of our songs listed out or whatever. No, like they made that totally separately, and I guess months later or whatever, then it's like, okay, let's put together the rest of this because we might have something here. So, and yeah, it's pretty much like that. And so they made the Speed on there, and that was it. So like I said, it's really cool going back and listening to that. So I definitely like to go listen to that back sometimes. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty cool little historical thing. So that's the thing you gotta love about like those guys too. Like they'll tell you all that stuff. They'll tell you like these stories and tell you, okay, here's how this was made and here's how that's made and blah blah. So you appreciate that as people who are like fans and whatnot of like music or whatever, and media too. You know, I mean, you appreciate stuff like that. That people are willing to kind of open up and tell their story. You know, so and those guys are all good storytellers too. So you know. They all can know how to just sit down and tell you how this started. Here's what went down here, and all that type of stuff. So they're really good at kind of telling those tales. So it's really cool to see because, you know, some rappers are kind of tight-lipped and they're like, yeah, blah 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 or whatever. Or some producers like, yeah, whatever. But nah, those guys they talk and they'll tell you stuff. So they're interesting, very interesting dudes. All college educated, by the way, too. Yeah. College boys. I don't know about Big Pooh, but Phonte went to one of the HBCUs, I think, actually. And then same with Knife Wonder. I think they both went to the same school, actually. I forgot which school it was, but they both went to the same school. I think it was North Carolina A&T, I think. So I think where Knife Wonder now teaches. But yeah, I think they both went to the same school. I think that's how they met. I could be wrong, but yeah. But that's really cool they went to HBCU though. I think that's great. I love HBCUs. I think that's outstanding. growing up, I used to really love like the HBCU schools and like in sports. I would always root for like Alabama A&M and you know Southern, which is in Louisiana. I think in Baton Rouge and you know, teams like that. So, and I still try to root for them when I can. So, you know, that's why I love that NBA 2K actually has HBCU ties in that game in 2K. So you could get outfits. There's a lot of free HBCU outfits for characters for your My Players in 2K, and I love that. So I think that's great. Which reminds me too. In order to play Elden Ring here, I gotta probably delete 2K. So because 2K takes up a lot of space. So I'm hoping because I got the current gen and I can play that, but I got the current gen and I can play that, but you know. Oops, sorry, I feel something coming on. Like I was about to burp. But yeah, I gotta still play 2K on the current gen, so you know, or old gen, I guess they call it now, right? So, because I got that on an external hard drive, so I can do that, which is good. And so I'm hoping that they got those outfits and stuff in that game too, because that'd be great. I hope it's not, you know, current gen, new gen exclusive. Hopefully not. I don't think so. I really doubt that. But I hope so. I want those outfits for I want those outfits again. So because they're cool outfits for one. So they're cool, and then they represent HBCUs. I think that's great. Not to mention that 2K never has like college gear much, so it's cool to see any college gear. I think that's great. Would be cool to see some jerseys though. That would be freaking awesome. See some jerseys. Yeah. Now it was only 2 schools because they had like an HBCU Classic at the All-Star game, which was great. I think that's awesome, and I guess they're gonna do that every year. I think that's out friggin' standing. So to kind of get more eyeballs in front of the HBCU schools. So yeah. But they only they only had the 2 participating schools. They had Howard and they had Morgan State. So yeah. No jerseys, but they had jackets and like shorts and hats, so they had a lot of stuff. So it was really cool, all free. So really cool. Because of that, man, it doesn't matter. I'm like, as long as they got some HBCUs, you know, either like I said, I know I had the teams I rooted for, but I don't care. I just think it's cool they have HBCUs. So yeah, so that's cool. I mean, Howard's great, and then Morgan State's great too. So yeah. And they're like rivals too, I think. They're like rivals because they're both in the same area. They're, you know, Morgan State's in Baltimore, and Howard's in Washington D.C. So they're like right across from each other. So I believe that's a rivalry, and I think that's why I think that's kind of why they had them going against each other. I think it's a rivalry game. So yeah. But yeah, I know, and it doesn't surprise me seeing Howard in there. Cause I know Steph Curry did a lot. For Howard, I know he like gave to help them get the golf team. I think he gave them donated some money or something to the school and stuff too. So it was kind of like his school of choice. So yeah, I believe I think last year, or the year before, people were like at the All-Star game, they were saying, okay, choose a school that you want to, you know, represent, like an HBCU. So basically. I don't know who was it. Was it just NBA? I think football players and stuff were doing it too. Like, I think Peyton Manning and like Eli Manning, I think they were involved, and they picked some schools too. So everybody was kind of like donating to different HBCUs and getting involved and everything. So their choice. So pretty cool. You know, pretty neat. If it was me, I'd probably say yeah. I'd probably say like Alabama A&M or something like that. Probably. I was kind of like I was always kind of back and forth with Alabama State and Alabama A&M. I was like, you know, I like Alabama A&M, but I kind of like Alabama State as well. So, but I don't know, A&M was cool. You know, I like their colors and you know stuff. You know, they got a cool. I like their arena and their stadiums and stuff. Their football stadium and the basketball arena. Then they're in their own town. They got their own town. Like, you know, the town is made for them. You know. Alabama State is, I forget where Alabama State was exactly, but, you know, but Alabama A&M's got its own town, so I think that's kind of that's interesting. That's kind of cool. They built that town just for Alabama A&M. So, normal Alabama, so they made that just for Alabama A&M, so I thought that was kind of cool. Thought that's pretty neat, I say. So. Alabama. Sound like a radio station. Don't crash. Oh, but yeah. So we'll probably get to another free for all here pretty soon. And then tomorrow, I'll see what we're doing tomorrow. I've been kind of teasing maybe Tony Hawk maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we may stay consistent with the Riders Republic, and we'll might stay consistent with that. But yeah, we'll figure it out. But probably Riders or Tony Hawk. So we will figure that out for sure. Yeah. Tony Hawk is a great streaming game. Oh, there's the sun again. Oh, there's that sunset again. Oh, it's so great. Oh. Blah. Blah. You're seeing sunsets, right? Crashing and stuff. Ooh. So smooth. Jumbo bike. Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and get to a free for all. Get into another race. Let's go racing, boys, girls. Well, yeah, we'll definitely figure that out for sure. Most definitely figure that out. Now, I'm just not 100% sure on Tony because I'm like, you know, are people still really interested in Tony right now? You know what I'm saying? You know, this is the thing about like streaming and creating content, guys. It's like, yeah, sometimes you gotta take that stuff into account. Are people still interested in this? You know what I'm saying? Just being brutally honest about that. I'm like, are they? You know, are they interested in this or you know, or not? 12 players. Showtime, folks. Yeah, start. The sounds are pretty satisfying too. Like hearing the bike go through the snow and the ground, the rocks and everything. Yeah, pretty satisfying. Sounds are having good sounds in a game is really satisfying. We got good sounds. Sound and music, I think that is absolutely critical. Like I think it could be really important to how great a game is. Because there's something about consuming what you hear, you know what I mean? Like, it does something to you. When you hear certain things, even if it's words, even something that people say or whatever, it's like, you know, what they say, you know what I'm saying? It's just really just something about it. It's just great. Sound is important. You know? Sound, like I said, you know, maybe if you got good dialogue and how people deliver certain things, you know, that's really good. And oh, look at this, we're cruising along, aren't we? First place. Looking good, and by a mile too, it looks like, hopefully. Just don't crash, 'cause I know this thing is fragile. This thing is fragile. Ooh, my goodness. You went crazy. You took off. They said, what the f? They said, jeez. They said, sheesh. Oh my god. Looking at the Bulls game too, and I'm like, oh, Bulls are up only by 3 with 4 minutes left. Still 4 minutes left, but yeah. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, first place, baby. Wait, what? Oh, maybe they're not done yet. Good lord, read that fast? There's no way. Wow. That's crazy, dude. You snapped. Yeah, I think they think just, you know, everybody's not finished. Look how fast you finished. You were like a whole. You were like 5. What was that? Yeah, but now everybody finished. Good lord, you snapped, dude. Got screenshot that because you were like for whole freaking Jesus, like what 8 seconds ahead? That's a lot for a race. If you're 8 seconds ahead like that, that's a lot. It's a big gap. Yeah. Boom, baby. Yeah. Save that. I actually haven't won anything in a long time. I have not won a race or anything in a long time, man. So I've won, you know, the events. I've won events. You know, I've won plenty of events like against Ghost or whatever, but not like these online events, like where it's like live online events. So yeah, this is new. Dude, is this bike better than the Dominator? Oh, I might take a look. I don't know. I don't think so, because the other one, I think the Dominator, I think that's got like 80 sprint, so I don't think so. I'll take a look though. So, because we do another one, yeah. Thanks for that star. Only 1 star, but thanks. We'll take a look though. Oh yeah, top 3 free for all. Heck yeah. So, take a look. Yeah, sprint's 83. So yeah, so this is still great, and it's elite. It's elite. There's a difference. Cause what's the other one like expert? It's elite. Darn it. Oh, we already know what the best bike in the game is. This training bike, hands down. Best bike ever. This by far. Come on, man. Not even contest. Why is this a discussion? Why is this discussion being had right now? There's no doubt. It is the it is the training bike. The GOAT. The GOAT. Probably should turn on the light, but you know. But I thought the light from the, you know, I thought the light from the game would kind of help, but there has been there's little inconsistencies though. There's a little inconsistency. Oh, a little inconsistency. Oh yeah. I love it. I might turn on the light a little late, but because we only got what like 30 minutes left. Yeah. But screw it. Better late than never. At least it wasn't like super dark. Because if it was really dark, I would turn it on sooner. But I was thinking the light was gonna be light from the screen was gonna be okay. Thought we were gonna be straight from that, so good to go. Don't like you just chill here on the training bike all day. It's great. But yeah, like I said, we'll be back on to get tomorrow too. I'm not sure what game. Like I said, if we're gonna do more riders, or if we're gonna do some Tony. Yeah. We shall see, my friends. We shall see. Soon we will see the truth. The truth will be told. Something like that. By the way, too, you can also follow. I have this other channel too. It's called Ghost Panda FF. It's more for mobile gaming, so I offer the mobile gaming. Feel free to check that out too. I'm kind of just, you know, casually posting some stuff on there. But if things do well on there, I'll definitely try to post more on there too. I posted something about Valorant Mobile too, and that's actually doing quite well for me anyway. So I appreciate the support on that. So big time. And we got a few subscribers on there too. So Appreciate that big time. So I also have a Ghost Panda 2K channel too, and that's I'm trying to make that more for sports, but it's hard when you have multiple channels like this. It's tough. It's tough. So I'm like, I'm probably ain't gonna mess with that one right now. Not really. It's there though. It's there when I need it, but I ain't messing with that one right now. It won't be the first time. I've seen people that like haven't posted anything since like 2014, 2015, and then they decide to do something and they're doing fine. So yeah, pretty much. So pretty much. So, but yeah. So the Elden Ring probably next week. We'll probably do that on Thursday or Friday. I would have done this week, but I'm like, well, the game just came and I haven't even played it yet, so I gotta get on there. Like I said, I want to get my feet wet a little bit before I like, I don't want to go in too blind. I don't want to go in too blind. You know, I want to go in a little knowledge of what I'm getting myself into. So, yeah. Pretty much. So yeah, but tomorrow we'll see when, if we're going to set more riders, or if we're going to switch it up to a little Tony. Tony's Pizza. What happened to Tony's Pizza, by the way? Well, actually, they're still around. Tony's Pizza's still around. They just, yeah. They used to have pouches. Tony's used to have pouches. And they were really, really good. And it sucks they got rid of them. But they were like Hot Pockets. They were like Hot Pockets, but they were like Tony's Pizza. Like, you know, you had the pepperoni with the cheese and everything. Those were great. It's a darn shame they got rid of those. Those are really good. Because they had a ham and cheese one, they had a pepperoni one, and they had like a sausage one too. And all those were really good. What's a sausage? Sausage. Sorry guys, I was feeling something back here. What's this? Ooh. Oh, I know what this is. It's this, yeah, I can't get it. I know I was feeling something. I was like, yo, what the? I felt like kind of sharpish, but it didn't hurt really, but it felt kind of like a little small little pinch or something, a little, yeah, it's like those little things that the tags be on, you know, those little, you know, things that hold the tags or whatever. So I didn't know I still had that. I thought I took it off, but you can feel it in your arm. I got a tank top on underneath, so I can really feel it. Pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, they used to have those Hot Pockets though. Those were really good. Their downfall probably was them putting out a cheeseburger one. They had a cheeseburger flavored Tony's pouch. Oh my god. Did I try it before? I actually did try it before. I actually gave it a try, I think. And it was nasty. It was not good. So, did I try it? See, yeah. But it sounds gross either way. Then I think someone did get it though. They did get it, and yeah, that was disgusting. It was as bad as you thought it was, because it's like, you know, we'll see the the Tony's pouches, like they had this like pizza crust, like the pouches were like pizza crust, pretty much had like the little flour and stuff on there, all everything else. But it had the cheeseburger flavor one, so it's like this mixture of pizza crust with like mustard and ketchup, I think, and then the burger meat on the inside. That was disgusting. It was horrible. But then the pepperoni one, that was fire. That was freaking heat. And the sausage one, that was heat. You know, and even the ham and cheese was pretty good. But the cheeseburger one, that was straight garbo. That was trash. That was disgusting. So that was probably their downfall. That's probably why Tony's pouches aren't around anymore. Let's see here. Stupid comments. I don't know why they don't pop up. Sherry Berry's in the house. What's up, Sherry Berry? Super chatted $50. Reporting in, Captain. If I'm captain, then what are you? You're like first mate, I think. They call it, what they call it in pirates, like your first mate, or not lieutenant. Well, it could be lieutenant though. Depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about like military, I think you'd be lieutenant Sherry. But if it's captain, I believe you're like first mate. First mate, yar. So I don't know. Do we want to be military or pirates? Pirates sound fun. Pirates are fun. They're on the ocean and they're on ships and they go yar and and stuff. You know, they're fun. They're fun. So I guess you're first mate. First mate Jerry, yar. Yo ho ho ho, a pirate's life for me. Yo ho ho ho, a pirate's life for me. Yes. Why is this thing tripping? Why are you tripping? This thing tripping. What? Hold the phone here. I was trying to pull up the control center on here, and it was tripping. It was big time tripping. And there. Okay, now it's still tripping, I think, but I can still see comments though, so I can still see that. Okay, down there we go. We're good. Yes, indeed. So first mate, yar. Hey man, pirates are cool. I know they're bad, but they're cool too. Yar, shiver me timbers. We must seek the booty. Yar. Big yar. It's gold. We gotta find the treasure. Yar. Which reminds me too, I'm like, how come Sea of Thieves? How come Sea of Thieves is not on PlayStation? That's a crime. That's such a crime. In my book. It's only on Xbox and PC, I think. No. And I am not a PC gamer. Well, thank you, Shelby. I gotta get on my twinning wheels. I must get on my twinning wheels. I'm trying to learn how to ride a bike. It's really hard. It's really hard to ride a bike. It's so hard. to go to ride a bike. Wait a minute, I'm transforming. Oh, I'm transforming. Big bike. Big wheel. I'm a pro. I transformed. I am a pro now. Check me out. You know, it was amazing. It was 5 minutes ago I was on training wheels. Now I'm professional. Professional man. Professional bike rider. Professional everything. it looks like I got a big wheel though, so you still look like a kid. Still look like a kid because you got a big wheel. Remember the big wheels? That's what it looks like. You got a big wheel. You got big wheels. Hey man, big wheels were the goods back in the day. You were cruising if you had a big wheel. with the little wheels on the back, the big wheel on the front. You were cruising, man. You had one of those back in the day. Yeah, got big wheel. That's right. Everybody looking at you. Everybody looking at you all jealous, like, oh dang, all the other kids are hating. All the other kids are like, look at you. Look at him with his big wheel. You know, to be honest, I don't think I even had a big wheel growing up. I do not think I had a big wheel. I had a bike like a lot of kids did. But I don't think when I was little, I don't think I had a big wheel. Nah, I don't think so. Maybe I just don't remember. It's been so long. But yeah, it was probably really brief. Whatever it was. I probably had a big wheel. I probably rode it for 2 seconds. I was like, all right, I'm good. Shoot, that thing too. It was called the man. What was it called? The Scorpio. I think it was called the Scorpio or something. And that was like a bike. That thing looked cool, man. I used to want one of those back in the day. I was like, ooh, this is fresh. Yeah, that was cool. Cause it was like a lowrider. It was like a lowrider bike, I think. And I was like, dude, that looks freaking fresh. Yeah. The Scorpio. That thing was dope. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I was like, what was that called? The I got me computer right in front of me. Scorpio bike. I know I can't pull it up on. I know I can't share it on the stream, or whatever. I don't know. I can't share images, but not through here. But okay, it's not what it's called. That's clearly not what it's called. I came in. I typed Scorpio, and it's like not even. Oh wait, no, is that it? Oh no, yeah, here we go. I don't think that's it either. No, that's a motorcycle. What the f? Ouch. What the f? What was it? It was like dang, man, I forgot what it was called, man. Dang it. It's like the Scorpion or the Scorpio. Yeah, see, I can't find it. I can't find the Scorpio. Dang it. Type in the chat. I can't find it. But it was cool, though. It was dope. It was really dope. But like I said, it was like a lowrider bike, kind of. It was like a lowrider bike. So it was like, it was a bike, but it was like a lowrider, kind of. Like, it had like the wheel. It was kind of big on the front, I think. So it was like a trike, I think. And it had like the wheel in the back that was kind of lower. It was cool, man. I was like, ooh, you lowriders. Like, man. Like you on the West Coast or something. Like you're West Coast and bumping some Ice Cube or something. You're like, oh yeah. Or what's that song? Low Ride. That one time I tried to flip on snowboard and I couldn't turn it back. Landed on my back. Couldn't turn it back. Landed on my back. Couldn't turn it back. Landed on my back. Oh. Bars. Yeah, it was a back flipper, right, Sherry? It was a back flipper, right? That was a back. That was a back. It wasn't even a back flip. It was just a back. I'm glad you're okay though. But that was just a. I'm not laughing at your injuries. I'm not laughing at your expense. But that was a back. That was just a back. It wasn't even a flip. It was a back. Hey man, I tell you what, that's way more than what I would do. I tell you that right now, Cher. That's way more than what I would do. Ow. That's way more than me. Like I couldn't even, man. I couldn't even land on my back. I'd be like, blah. Like I might be able to ride a little bit. I might be able to snowboard a little bit, like go down a slope or something, maybe a little bit. But I could not do flips or nothing like that. And there's no way. I didn't even try. You did way more than what I could do. So, that's for shizzle. Dude, it's crazy. We only got 20 minutes left already. That's crazy, bro. That ain't right. Time flies, man. Time has wings. Time has wings, man. Time has wings. Let's go to the top of here and jump off. Let's go jump off of things. Oh yeah. I haven't taken the view too. Oh my god. Look at the the views. Oh. Love it. Love it. Look at it. Look at the birds. And the leaves and everything. Oh, okay, little birdie. Oh, little birdie, look at you flapping those wings. Oh, flapping yourself to greatness. Away, birdie. Away. Fly away. Go on, find your destination. Hope is only a short flight away, my friend. Keep on going. Fly. Fly towards greatness. Oh my god. This is great. This is so beautiful. Even after all these months. Even after months, this game's been out for like what 5 months now or something. This game is so great, so it's so pretty, it's so pretty. Oh, another bird. Hey, birdie. Ah! Hey, you landed. Good job. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop. Yeah. Also for anybody too, I appreciate the subs too. So we are at we're almost at 220 on subs. So We're making some moves, slowly but surely. Darn it, we're making moves around here. We're making it slowly. We're taking it slow, but we're moving it along very surely, though. Slowly but surely, my friends. If we get to 1,000, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, we gotta have a pizza party. Like, pizza party. send a box of pizza to all the subscribers. Like, here you go, guys. 1 box of pizza per subscriber. Pizza party. That's really not a bad idea. Not doing that specifically. That's like almost impossible. But you know, oh, the Bulls just lost. Oh, God. Chicago Bulls just lost. God dang it. I'm a Bulls fan. They just lost. God dang it. Barely. But yeah, but yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Maybe, but like I said, not doing that specifically. But like, maybe, I don't know. Can you get a bunch of coupons? Can you like get a bunch of like digital coupons and send it to all the subscribers or something like that? That'd be kind of cool. Like, okay, here's a coupon for some, you know, some pizza, like a discount or something like that. I don't know if you can do free or not. That'd be cool, but I don't know if you can do free or not. But like, hey, well, here's a coupon for like $5 off a pizza, something like that. Here you go. So, I guess the thing is, though, you know, it depends on the pizza place too. It depends on the pizza place. You know what I mean? Like, you have to hope that people have a if it's like for Pizza Hut, for example, if it's for Pizza Hut or Little Caesars or something like that, or Domino's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's something for that, then, you know, for those places, then you have to make sure that those places are nearby, so. For everybody, to make sure they're nearby. Also, not to knock on Domino's, but I do like their crust. They got good crust and stuff. But I had Domino's a while ago. It tore me up, man. Like it tore me up. I was sick as a dog. So it wasn't Domino's. That was just, you know, whoever made it, and they must have did something. They must have messed it up or whatever. You know how that goes. Sometimes people may undercook it, or I don't know. Even though it wasn't undercooked, I don't think. I don't know. It was just something about it. I don't know, but it made me sick, man. I was a mess. I was a mess. I had like stomach problems. It was bad. And it went on for like a week too, man. I couldn't even eat anything. Like, I couldn't really eat anything. I had to eat only like soup, of course, and like small things like crackers. It was brutal. Like, I couldn't eat anything really. And I was scared to eat something. But I was starving. But I was scared to eat anything. So I couldn't eat anything. I was like, oh God. I was like, this sucks. So yeah, so I had some soup, I had some crackers, and everything else, and then the nurse tells me, she's like, yeah, just have some sodium. You might be low on sodium. You're not getting enough sodium, which I'm thinking, what? Because they tell you to kind of stay away from sodium sometimes. You can't have too much sodium. So, but she said, yeah, that's, you know, that's what you know. That's what you need to do. She said you can have like this and that, you know, have some crackers or some salt. She even said you can have potato chips. She's like, yeah, if you want some chips, you can get some chips. I'm like, what? Like, chips? What she said, like chicken, you know, potatoes, you know, stuff like that. No, sir, I sure I can understand some of that. You know, like some grilled chicken, or like some potatoes or something. Yeah, sure, veggies, you know. But yeah, but they said potato chips too. I'm like, potato chips, what? So, and I kid you not, I had 1 bag of potato chips. I had 1 bag of Lay's. I ate that, and all of a sudden I was starting to feel better after that. I was starting to feel better after that. Believe it or not, because, you know, a bag of Lay's has got, you know, a good chunk of salt in it. You know, they're salty. They're quite salty. You know, like me, I'm very salty. You know, I'm not a salty person at all. But, you know, yeah. But that's what helped. And I was like, man, cause I didn't think it was gonna end, and I thought I had to go to the hospital or something like that. And I was like, for a doctor, I was like, God, I was like, this sucks, you know. It was brutal. I was like, dude, this stinks, you know. Cause it was a distraction too, man. I'm like, look, man, I'm trying to, like, you know, I got things to do, you know, and stuff, and then you gotta worry about that. And yeah, 1 bag of chips, man, 1 bag of salty Lay's. And next thing you know, I'm just, you know, all of a sudden, like, probably in a couple days, I was good. And I'm like, what? So then I think I started to eat a little more salty stuff after that, and then that helped. You know, a combination of salty and, you know, a combination of like salty and, you know, some heavier stuff, like, you know what I mean, like, what they say, not heavier, but, you know, like I had some chicken, and, you know, like some grilled chicken, some baked chicken, some stuff like that, and, yeah, combination of that with a bag of freaking potato chips, and that was good. Unbelievable, dude. Just unbelievable. I mean, you can't make this up, man. You cannot make that up. I was like, really? I was feeling miserable, and all it took was a bag of chips? That's crazy. That's insane. Because basically I didn't have enough sodium, and then that messed me up. I mean, you can't make that stuff up, dude. That's just... So, I guess remember, guys, if you have any stomach problems, you know what I'm saying, if you have any stomach problems or anything like that, and if you aren't getting enough sodium, make sure you get enough sodium, so... And this is not just from me, it's from doctors, from nurses and doctors, so... And, you know, I was a little skeptical at first. I was like, oh, bag of potato chips, come on now. You can't eat a bag of potato chips when you got a stomach problem? With all that sodium and stuff. And the next thing you know, I ate that stuff, and man, that was great. I was like, what? I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, I feel good. I feel better? What? I kid you, it's just unbelievable, dude. It's just unreal. And it's just a bag of chips. It was like a ton of salt. It was like a bag, bag of chips. You know, you already got the Lay's jokes. Like they never filled the bag enough already. Yeah. That's always been the Lay's joke. It's like they just never filled the bag enough. Yeah, it's kind of true. And it's too bad too, because their chips are great. You know. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky. They actually do they sometimes you get lucky and they fill it up. What happened there? He went through the darn thing. So they do that sometimes. So, but shame too, like their chips are good, man. For plain potato chips, they're really good. Oh, I said I was gonna do it. I said I was gonna do a mass race before we finished. Ah, man, I gotta cancel this though. I can't. Dang it. Can't I leave? Quit stunt, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of want to spend too much time on there, then you miss out on the mass race. I said I was trying to avoid it at first, but I'm probably able to try it now. Here we go. Hope we don't crash. Like we did last time. Wait a minute, there's a freaking artifact over here? Hey yo, where? Oh man, I can't leave the spot though. Oh, I got it already. This over here, I think. I already got it. Should they make it sound like it didn't happen? Space and space. And a map. I had a blanket. I had a blanket as a kid, and I had a blanket that had like looked kind of like that with the planets and stuff on there. Hey, panda! What's up, panda? Fellow pandas. Snowman. Snowman. Okay, are we gonna go? Alright, hope. Alright, so I think we're good. I think we got through. See, I think what messed it up last time too was like they had like these special mass races. And I think that might have messed it up too. Hey, oh, hey. Kind of they had some specialty mass races I think last week, so and I think the addition of those kind of messed it up maybe because they probably weren't bug free, you know. So. That's good. I'm glad we were able to get. I'm glad we're able to get something in here right now. Finish off the stream with a bang. Marriage race action. Rocket skis, baby. Let go. Let go. Hey now, take it easy. What the? Oh, god dang it! No, no, no! Go, 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 go! God dang it! Have a chat. Pass them all up. Pass them all up. Look at all the bodies you got pass up. Oh my god! As your body gets crunched up by a little small tree. Jesus, dude! Did your head just turn? I thought I saw her head just like spin around. That is a girl, by the way. So that you can't tell because it's so covered up and everything, but yeah. Well, yeah, I think her head like just spin around. Like, ooh. Dang, man, that's a good chat, man. It falls behind. God. Going through those tree line areas, like with the rocket skis, like that's kind of tough, man. It can be. Not for the most part, I actually done really good going through there, actually. But it can be tough. It really can. You got no room, and it's just you're going really fast, and you got these, you know, all these trees everywhere. It's craziness. Yeah, so much for being in the top like 15 or whatever. You were in there for a minute. You were in like top 20 for a minute, but you're never gonna get top 20. That's not gonna happen. If you're lucky, I don't know, top 35 maybe, if you're lucky. It'll be worse if you miss that checkpoint. That's all you go. That's all you can hope for too. Is that some people miss checkpoints or crash or something too. Yeah, a little bit like kind of like some of these guys are doing right now. Cause not everybody will be flawless. That's for sure. People are gonna crash or miss a checkpoint. Here we go, back into the sky. In the sky. Finally got a piece of dope. Okay, you're ooh, you almost got clipped there, dang. Okay, you're in top 30. Okay. Better than I thought. I said top 35. Well, you might even get better than that. You just might. If you don't crash or nothing. You know, you only got 24 seconds. God, be careful. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, you almost missed that too. Oh, snap, dude. Wow. Ooh-wee. Look at pressure. You almost got hit. You almost ran into something a couple times. You almost missed that last checkpoint. And, man. And then the clock was ticking too. So you finished top 25. Look at you. Wow, that was impressive. I think that was a pretty impressive comeback. I was thinking, top 35, maybe top 34. No, way better than that. How about top 25? Very nice. I barely did that. Giant panda. There's Ghost Panda and there's Giant Panda. Brother? 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 It's Brody. It's Big Bro. And someone on Twitter real quick was asking like what scenes from games gave you nightmares and stuff, and something saying like scenes, like okay, maybe it was something scary, you know, a moment in the game or a level, you know, just about anything, pretty much scenes, levels, moments, what gave you nightmares, or you know, maybe make you feel certain ways or whatever. I was like, man, I was like one of the bosses from Cuphead. I was like Dr. Cowl's robot, that boss in that game. Oh my god. That dude gave me nightmares. It took me like almost 2 days to beat him, I think. Now some people it takes longer than that, so I'm actually kind of thankful that it didn't take me too long. Some people with certain bosses, it takes them like weeks to beat a boss. So yeah. But luckily I was able to beat the guy. I didn't think I could. Like I said, I beat, and I beat the whole game. By the way, I beat Cuphead. It's a great game, but God, I'm glad to be done with it though. I'm so glad to be done with it. Like I loved it. I thought it was a great game, but my God, oof, it's a hard game, brutal. So that's brutal. That's an amazing game. Like it's beautiful. You know, beautiful artwork. The artwork is gorgeous. You know, the classic cartoon style. You know, as somebody who used to watch a lot of old cartoons and stuff growing up, I love that. You know what I mean? This is really cool. So the colors and everything, and just everything about it. You know. You know. So even certain story elements about it, and it's pretty cool. You know. So you know, it's kind of shrouded in a little mystery, but yeah. Like, you'd be kind of cool to know, like, the story behind the bosses. Like, okay, what's the background of these bosses and stuff. Because they're all interesting bosses. And almost all the bosses are, like, really, like, interesting, so. You almost crashed. Come on, baby. Top 25 again? Maybe better? But yeah, I'm glad to be done with that game. I loved it, but yeah. I love it, but God, it's hard. So yeah, but Dr. Chaos Robot, he's probably the hardest boss in the game. Arguably. Very much, arguably the hardest boss in the game. He's tough. He is tough. He'll make you cry. He'll make you cry, man. It's like, no. God. Because he has 3 phases, and the 3rd phase is long as crap, and it's like, you gotta be precise. You gotta be, like, so precise in that 3rd phase. It's crazy. And look at you, top 18. Good job. Top 20. I think. That's great. So you did better than last time. You know, as you should, though. I mean, you started off really good, I think, this time around. So, you know, as the last round, you crashed a couple times, and everything else is still got in top 25. So that's, yeah. That's good. That's doing even better than the last round, huh? That'd be good. That'd be really good. Yeah. That'd be sick. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Love it. But yeah, dude, that dude's got like a long 3rd phase and it's a pain in the behind, cause like he's shooting like all these little crystal things at you, and you gotta swerve through all these crystal things that are coming at you, you know. So, like you gotta have like really good like I guess what not hand-eye coordination, but you have like really good like your eyes gotta be really focused, like, you know what I mean, to pay attention to that, and not get like confused and dazed by it, you know what I mean. Like, it is tough, so. Yeah, not fun, man. And the 1st phase is kind of hard. 1st phase is kind of hard, so you gotta get through that. The 2nd phase is not bad. That's not as bad. And then you got that 3rd phase. And I think the hardest thing about that 3rd phase is because not only, you know, is he shooting all these crystals at you, but it's a long 3rd phase. It's an endurance battle, as someone said, so, yeah. And it's the longest 3rd phase in the game, too. It's the longest 3rd phase of any of the bosses. And it's that hard, because you got all these crystals coming at you, and you gotta swerve around these walls, too. You gotta swerve under or over these walls that he puts in front of you, that pop up in front of you while he's shooting these crystals at you. So you gotta dodge all of that at the same time, for all that time while shooting at him. So it's horrible. It is horrible. He's tough, man. Like, you go against that guy, you ain't gonna forget him anytime soon. I know I haven't, and I'm never gonna forget that guy. That guy was just tough. Like, good lord. Sweet bejeebus. And I heard some little things about him before playing, you know, before doing that fight, you know, because I was actually on Cuphead for a while, and I beat almost all the bosses, and then I had like maybe 5 bosses left or so. I had like 5 bosses left or so when I stopped playing, and I took a nice long hiatus, and then I decided to come back. So I was like, let me hop back on Cuphead. So, and I was kind of reminded because I had beat Returnal actually too, which is also a really hard game. And I guess I thought of hard games, and I'm like, what else could I beat? And I'm like, let me go back to Cuphead and finish up Cuphead. And, yeah. Yeah, that guy was not fun, man. You know, I struggle with the others too, but not as much. You know, that dude was a pain. The second to last boss, though, he was a pain, though. Because with the second to last boss, you had to go through many bosses before you fought him. So that was long. That was long, and that took me a while. That actually was a glitch. There was a glitch with that fight, and so I was able to win that. Otherwise, I probably still would have been stuck on that one. I probably would have been still stuck on that if that glitch didn't happen. Who knows? So that was another one that kind of like maybe like lose some hope. I was like, oh my god, I can't beat this thing. I can't beat this game. So, but yeah, Dr. Cal's robot though, that was another one where I was like, oh my god, I can't win. So, especially seeing how long that third phase is, I'm like, sweet Jesus, I gotta do this for this long. That's a long time. So, 18 again. I know it's my homie. My oh my. My oh my. Oh my. My oh my. Oh me oh my. So I assume you're probably where are you finishing? Probably 20th maybe? Combination of all three? Something like that. I'm taking a guess. We'll see. We are 17th. Oh nice. Higher. Sweet. By one, but we're higher. Nice. Alright, good job. Good way to end it. So, yeah, I was like, if we could get maybe one mass race in before we close things out, and we got it. Very nice. Way to go, everybody. Good job. Good job. I bet you it sucks. Yeah. Where's that mobility? That mobility sucks. God, it's brutal. It's like one bit fast. It's one bit faster, but God, and the engine boost is a little better. But look at that mobility. It's trash. God. I don't know. I mean, I guess you take that. Do you take that extra boost? Maybe. I don't know. So maybe. Maybe you would. Maybe you won't. So that mobility is pretty bad though. Not as bad as the jet wing though. That jet wing is like that jet wing is like basically like it's a lot of fun to use. It's great. Yeah, top 20 stars. Yeah, 4 stars. It's really good. It's really fun to use, but not good for races. It's not good for races. I actually tried it like in a mass race I think one time, and yeah, not good. But you can't steer. You can't steer at all. It's really, the steering is awful. So it's not bad if you don't use boost. You know, you can turn a little bit, but if you're using the boost, which is really powerful on that thing because it is a jet wing, so it's a jet engine. So, but use that, then it's like, yeah, it's just the steering is awful after that, and you know why? Because it's only one wing. It's one wing. They have those 2 wings, of course. Then you can, but yeah, being one wing, that's why the turning sucks. So. It's a lot of fun to use though if you're just using it for fun, or if it was some type of like race dedicated to it. But don't use it for like a mass race or nothing. You'll get smoked in a mass race with that thing with the jet wing. So basically, pretty much. But yeah, so man, so that's pretty much going to do it from me, y'all. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Don't crash, please. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate your support on that. We stream Thursdays and Fridays, and I post some videos in between. So you know, we do some Riders Republic. We're gonna be doing Elden Ring. We do some Life is Strange stuff too. You know, there's not much Life is Strange stuff going on right now, but we do a little bit of that. Yeet. Yeah, yeet. We do, and on occasion we may do like a little like Arcane videos and stuff as well, because a lot of Life is Strange people love Arcane. So, and it's a good show too. It's a great show. So, and it's a video game based show, so it works. But I got something lined up for that too, actually. So probably posting that sometime, sometime by next week maybe or something. But I post that. But I want to have some other stuff planned as well. Then we'll be streaming again tomorrow. I'll see what we're playing tomorrow. We'll probably be on Rioters again, or we'll probably be on Tony Hawk maybe, because Tony Hawk is still kind of along the lines of Riders Republic. It's kind of in that realm. So well, I'm thinking about it. And then next week, Elden Ring, Elden Ring. Got it right here in my hands. It's right here. It's glorious. It's so glorious. Look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. If the screen isn't like blocking the yeah. It's so glorious. You shall look at it for 5 or 10 seconds. You must. Take in the Elden Ring. Take it. Take it. Yeah, so we're gonna be on Elden next week probably. So next Thursday, Friday, I just want to get my feet wet a little bit with it first before I stream it and stuff like that. So and post videos and things like that. So but yeah. We're gonna be getting on that. So yeah. Well, everybody else is like already beating the game and got platinum and everything, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, this is insanity. I'm like, you guys are nuts. You guys are insane, man. Yeah. Call me old school, man. I'm like, I'm gonna take it nice and slow. Slow jams. Well, not that slow. Not that slow. I mean, I do want to progress and stuff like that, but yeah, I do take my time a little more though. So yeah, so we'll be playing the next week. Probably doing some co-op, cause co-op is something I want to do. I want to focus more on co-op play, cause everybody does everything else already. You know, everybody does everything already with these games. They do like PvP, which I'm not really into anyway. They do challenges and all that type of stuff and regular play. And I'm like, nah, let me do something a little different. No, not everybody does co-op play. Not everybody does Jolly Cooperation. So I can, you know, that's something I'm gonna be focusing on next week. So maybe helping some folks out, stuff like that. So that's gonna be on my radar, is helping folks out in the game. So doing some co-op play. That's gonna be a focus. That's gonna be certainly a focus with the streams. So, but yeah. So yep. So that's gonna be on the agenda next week, and then tomorrow, like I said, we'll see if we're gonna be back on Riders again, Riders, or if we're gonna be on like Tony Hawk or something like that. We will definitely see. So yeah, that's for sure. But definitely follow me on Twitter too. I'm on Twitter at GhostBanditStorm. Feel free to follow me there. And let's see here. You want to get the camera angle right for this? There you go, perfect. Gotta be nice and diagonal. Yeah, feel free to follow me on Twitter too at GhostBanditStorm. I'm on Twitter like crazy, like a madman. So feel free to follow me there on Twitter and Instagram as well. I'm not on Instagram as much, but at GhostBanditStorm on Instagram. Feel free to follow me there. Let's see here. I mentioned there's a mobile gaming YouTube channel I have too called Ghost Panda FF. New, kind of in the works, but you know, feel free to subscribe to that if you are into mobile gaming and stuff. So feel free to check that out. And speaking of mobile gaming too, we also stream on Facebook. We stream on Facebook, fb.gg/GhostBanditStorm on Tuesday and Wednesday, where we play Free Fire. That's the mobile battle royale game. So we play that on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then obviously on Thursdays and Fridays here we play go on YouTube and play some games. But yeah, so yeah, so those are the main spots. So Twitter, Instagram, here on YouTube, of course. Then I got the other YouTube channel, Ghost Panda FF. We got Facebook, facebookgaming.com or fb.gg/GhostPandaStorm, and we have what else? I'm trying to think. And we have TikTok too, but that's mostly for mobile gaming as well. So that's if you're into mobile gaming or not. So, but yeah, so there's that too. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow with some more YouTube gaming action. Like I said, we'll see what game we're gonna play. If it's Riders or Tony Hawk or something else, even maybe no surprise, we'll see. But on that note, thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace. Adios. Sayonara. Open the store. Out of here, and we will shut this thing down. We got to do this and a little bit of that, and we are done. Have a good one, y'all, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.